Simon, horrible way to lose. Some of your feelings for us after that one?
Yeah, it's a few different ones, to be honest. I'm obviously disappointed and a little bit annoyed, well, a lot of annoyed, but yeah, we're disappointed because we were in another tight game that we let get to a tight game. For one, I don't think, credit to Halifax for getting back into the game, but some of our decision making with and without the ball put them back in that position as well. So it could have, it shouldn't have been a tight game. But then once it got to a tight game, we clearly didn't come away with a point again. And that's a decision thing at the end. But yeah, I'm disappointed and annoyed.
Yeah, obviously it was a very strong first half. Where do you think the team fell short in the second half?
Just decision making, and that again, decision making doesn't mean around our halfbacks. It means with and without the ball. I thought we come up with some pretty poor decisions that again allowed Halifax to get some momentum and to get themselves back in the game. Like, early on in the second half, they got themselves momentum and territory, and that was through decision making. With not with the ball defensively. So they're things that swing because it's always going to be a tight game between us and Halifax. We're very similar teams, so them important parts of the game, the swing momentum and territory and them type of things have an effect at the back end and give teams a chance to score. And credit to them, they took their chances and then we didn't close out a game. But again, it's not a halfback thing. It's a decision making thing with and without the ball, and we just didn't make the right ones enough today at important parts, and it cost us.
Yeah, several times this season we've seen late defeats. How important do you think it is that the team maintain focus and see out results for the rest of the season?
Well, it's obviously important because it gets you wins. We're not doing that at the moment and getting losses in tight games, but it's not just... sometimes you look at the tight game at the end and that's where you're only focused on, but it wasn't that today. Obviously, the end plays a part because it's tight and you're looking for a drop goal. But the tone and that was happening straight from the second half. We weren't making good decisions with and without the ball, and the momentum and the course of the game affected. And again, it was 16-6 or whatever it was at half time, and that has a knock-on effect to the end part where it looks like we haven't closed out a tight game. But as I say, I don't think it should have been a tight game, in my opinion, and people can argue with me whatever they want, but I don't think it should have been a tight game today. I thought what we did had a knock-on effect to make it a tight game at the end, and we didn't win that. But like I say, it should have been. We should have won that game today. That's my opinion, and we didn't do that, and that's not the end part. It was the beginning of the second half.
Yeah, just an update on Lewis else as well. And how was he after suffering a head knock early on?
I've only just seen him. Well, I haven't seen him. I know he's gone to A&E. It seemed a pretty bad head knock when he come off the field. I haven't spoke to our doctors to get the full description of how he is, but I know it was a pretty bad one. Hopefully, we'll get a check on him and see how he is. But at the moment, I know he's gone to A&E.
Yeah, at least we can take away a great try from Jaden Hatton. His catching was strong today as well. What did you make of his performance?
I thought he was terrific. I thought he was very, very good in a beaten side. I thought Matty Smith again. Effort-wise, he keeps turning up. We had some individuals today that were very, very good, and we had some that weren't anywhere near good. So that has a knock-on effect to what, as I say, about close games and how it shouldn't have been. But we didn't have enough people that were good today. We had more people that weren't, and that has an effect as well, like I say. But yes, Jaden was very good. I thought all the backfield, to be fair, in very, very tough conditions were good for Halifax as well.
Yeah, tough one next week then, obviously Featherstone at home. What sort of reaction do you expect for the players for that one?
Oh, there'll be a reaction. There always is with us. There'll be some sort of reaction. There needs to be, because we're going up against a team that hasn't been beaten. They're scoring points for fun. I think the last 3 games they've had 40 points at half time. So we've got to be better at them little areas of the game to compete with them, because they're clearly a good side at the moment. But we've been there and shown that we can do it. But that means nothing to what will happen on Sunday if we don't put this and win the momentum battles that we clearly didn't win today. But again, it's a tough game and a big game.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Thank you.